Aquarius, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Tarot, and this is a reading for September 20th to 30th. So the end of September. We are working with the Light Seer Tarot, the This Might Hurt Tarot, and the Terra Oracle deck. And this is a general reading. Aquarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Venus is, whatever sign your Venus is in, that's love matters. So if you happen to know what sign your Venus is in, you should definitely check out the video for that if you're concerned about love matters. See what we have for you this period of time. I might be back next week. I'm not sure. At any rate, the intention for this reading is for the end of September. Just want to talk. Let's see what I got for you. Aquarius. All right. My goodness. So, strong energy coming through here for you, Aquarius. We've got somebody really standing in their power. Maybe being a little forceful about it. You know what you're capable of. You know what you want. You know what you deserve. You know that you can have what you want. And you really don't have a lot of time right now for people who don't acknowledge just how powerful you are. The thing is, there is a little bit of a doubt in you. Not about whether you're powerful or not, but whether or not you deserve good things. Interesting. Okay. So it feels very much like you have a relationship situation. And in that relationship, you're kind of putting your foot down. You're not being unfair. You're just saying, this is how it is. And I'm not open to debating this point. Whatever this is, I can't really tell what it's about. But you're very, very firm. You're very direct. That can come off as a little cold or a little bit insensitive sometimes. But that's not your intention. Your intention is just to be very direct. Aquarius, strong intellect, good communication, a little blunt sometimes, but the Queen of Swords energy is very much aligned with an Aquarius energy. Sharp, very sharp, mentally capable, and not really looking to sugarcoat the truth for anyone. You're simply going to say what you think. And sometimes that it comes off a little harsh, or it comes off a little abrupt. It's not really like socially nice, maybe. Some people get offended by your tone, but it's just because you're trying to be honest. You're not trying to be hurtful. You're not trying to be rude. It's just who you are. You believe that the truth matters, and you don't really see the need to pretend that you believe something other than what you do. That is a strength, for sure. And like I said, some people don't handle it so well because they're more into a way of communicating that is more, not kind. That's the wrong word. It's more nuanced, to try not to give offense. And to you, that sort of almost feels like lying. To the other person, it doesn't. So there may be a communication challenge here for you with someone, is what I'm getting now intuitively, that you have a very clear and straightforward way of communicating. This other person has a little bit more concern about not hurting feelings or not quite saying exactly what they think in a very direct way for whatever their reasons are. And that's bothering you. Excuse me. That is what offends you. Whereas they may be offended that you're so blunt. There's something here you don't want to see. I don't know what that is. Something to do with the relationship, maybe, or trying to fix it. Something that doesn't really... I think this goes back a little bit to what I was saying. You're not sure if you actually deserve what, there's like this bravado, there's a confidence. There's a confidence, and many days it's great. And then other days it feels like bravado, and it feels like maybe I don't, this might be like a brain chemistry issue, like somebody who deals with, potentially with depression occasionally. But there's there's someone here who says what they think, who's very clear about it. There's a partnership that means a lot to them, and there's a tension there because of this communication. But this communication style of yours is a strength. It really is. It's just that sometimes, depending on your audience, it would serve you to be able to appear to be the lamb instead of the lion. And to find a way internally to do that without feeling like you're lying or feeling like you're being inauthentic, because it isn't always the case, but it's really hard for you to understand, maybe. Interesting. I'm getting a lot of intuitive information on these readings this week, and I'm having a bit of a challenge to put some of it into words sometimes, and that's what's happening here. There is this sense here that the path of your personal growth, it has to do with you learning the distinction. Learning that you are still the lion, even if you appear as the lamb in your communication with someone, because the person that you're trying to communicate with, they're in this lamb type of communication style. You're very much the lion. You're just say it directly the way it is. Sure, some people's feelings might be hurt, but it's the truth, and they should be able to handle it. Something about your growth is learning how to integrate your strong ability to intellectually to just see the truth and to express it, but finding a way to express it in a different communication style, so that people that can't handle that direct approach can still benefit from the wisdom that you're sharing, is what I'm hearing. The partnership issue. You want what you want, and you know you deserve what you want, despite any misgivings you may have occasionally. So you want to live passionately, and you want to engage. You want the truth, you want the communication, you want the desire, you want to be able to share a lot with the person that you're with. And there's this partnership issue, and I don't know if this is somebody you're with, somebody you were with, somebody you want to be with. But you have choices to make now about that. Underlying that choice making is the fact that you know you want it all. And maybe you don't want to settle for part of it. And maybe you have been. And you've been thinking it's okay. That whatever is missing isn't that important. you can live without it. But now, maybe you can't. Maybe it is important. Maybe the fact that it's important to you is enough for you to see that it is important. Let me see if I can say that another way. Oh, an example. Lame example, but this is what's coming to mind. You're buying a car. You go out to buy a car and you want it to be blue. You want it to have some shiny chrome on it. You want it to have a radio, windshield wipers, and heated seats. And you get to the dealership and you find one that's blue and it's got the shiny chrome. So exciting. It's got a radio and it's got windshield wipers. But it doesn't have heated seats. And you think, well, you know, how obnoxious am I that I have to have heated seats? This is ridiculous. The car is almost exactly what I want it to be. Pardon me. I got in a cough, and I don't know if it's that there are truths being spoken that you know, people don't want to hear, or if I'm just have gotten fall allergies all of a sudden out of nowhere, or possibly I just haven't been reading enough and that's why my throat's drying up. But anyway, back to your story about the car. You bought the car because you thought, you know, it's just a little bit much. I'm a little extra for wanting the heated seats anyway. Thing is, you got the car, you're driving the car, it's winter, your ass is freezing, right? You want the heated seats. You knew you wanted the heated seats. You've always wanted the heated seats. And yeah, maybe not everybody needs heated seats. Maybe it is a little extra to want the heated seats, but it's your car. It's what you're investing in. It's what you're spending all your time with. It's what's getting you down the road on your journey. It should be the car you want. And not to oversimplify life by comparing relationships with cars, but the thing is, maybe this was almost everything you wanted, or is almost everything you wanted, but it's not everything you wanted. And there are choices to be made. And your choice is just as valid as anybody else's. If you want the heated seats, get the heated seats. You deserve them. They will make life better. And if you think about a person instead of a car, if you want somebody that you can talk to, that you can play with, that you can share interests with, that you can laugh with, that you can grow with, then get the person that has all of that. Believe that you deserve the person who has all of that. And don't settle for the person who has some of that. And think that you're the problem for wanting all of it. Because you're not. Okay? That's kind of what I'm sensing from your reading. I'm going to do some oracle cards now. If that resonates for you, leave some comments. And if you have questions, we can explore it a little further. But that's kind of what's coming through. Which is not what would always come from these cards, but that's what I'm hearing today. You deserve the heated seats. All right, let's see what we have here in your oracle. We have bravery, messages, collaboration. Interesting. So you have, these cards are beautiful. They're like ink drawings. There's a term for that, but I'm not an artist and I don't know. But they're beautiful. Look at that. I don't know if you can really fully appreciate them on camera, but they're stunning. And there's 100 of them in the deck. They all have a little word up here. There's a guidebook that has tons of really interesting text. Oh, pardon me. But I'm just going to go with those little words for today. Coffee. Okay. Bravery, messages, and collaboration. I think it takes a certain amount of bravery, for sure, to acknowledge that what you want is valid. Many of us will spend our entire lives settling for what other people tell us we want, because we think that other people know more about our life than we do, I guess. But it takes bravery, and you have the bravery. You have the strength here. The lion imagery coming through again. Very strong. Messages. The hawk. You may see hawks. Those are spirit guide messengers for you, reminding you to come back to this wisdom, to think about it again. You deserve what you want in this world, not what others think you deserve, okay? And the messages that are coming through are going to be, there'll be little reminders for you about that. Think about it, okay? This is a message that's coming to you today about this as well. Collaboration. As you start to realize what you deserve, as you start to realize what you need, and that it's valid for you to need it, the partners you need are going to show up. The people you need in your life are going to show up. Trust that. I think that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it's helpful. Very interesting. Got kind of deep today. Went kind of long, but it was a really interesting read. So I hope it was helpful. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It would be a great honor for me to read for you. I hope to be back with you next week, but if not, I will see you in October. Many blessings.